Okay, take 3, my friends. We're going to give this a try. I'm thinking there's a delay and it's not making me happy. All right, let's see how it goes. That's the best we can do. All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. It's Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady. Not sure this is going to work. I've done so many hundreds of live streams between Instagram and YouTube. And yeah, just trying to get this right. I mean, between Instagram and Facebook, it's YouTube that trips me up. So we're going to try and give this a shot and see what happens. So you guys know that I do this off the cuff anyway. It's just the way that I am. And okay, here we go. So today's live stream. And if anybody wants to jump on, I think I had some people watching the first time around, but I probably lost you. But if you jump on, I'll be checking the comments from time to time. And hopefully the audio will catch up. I'm seeing a delay. All right. It's Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady. It is so nice to see you. Thanks for joining me, whether you're watching this live or you're going to catch it on the replay and get through my initial mistakes as I figure this out, but we'll get there. I want to talk to you today about a couple things that happened to me, some really cool things that happened to me in the past week. The first one is this. I want to show you this. I got to see in person Dr. Jane Goodall. So if you're not familiar with Jane Goodall, she is the woman who during the 60s, I'm dating myself, but I was born in 61. So I was a small child, but by the time I was school age, I had watched all of her documentaries, like all the National Geographic stuff. I've seen all of her videos. I've read all of her books, and I finally got to see her in person. It took me years and years and years, but I finally got to see her in person. And her inspirational message, her presentation was beyond amazing. And not only that, I was gifted with the most amazing seats. I was only 4 rows center aisle from her and I got to also meet her during a private reception, a once in a lifetime experience. And she had something important to share about her connection with animals, and specifically with dogs. So she's famous for spending the 60s in the jungle studying chimpanzees. But what she had to say about dogs is what I want to share with you guys tonight. Today. Also, what I want to share is a movie that I saw last night called Doggone. It's on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen it, it is a little, it's a little corny, but it's okay because it's a true story about a lost dog. And there was such a beautiful message there that speaks to everything we talk about here. And hello, thanks for joining me, guys. It's good to see you. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things. I made myself some notes as usual so that I stay on topic, which I may or may not do. We'll see. So let's talk about Jane Goodall. The thing that she had to say about dogs was that she said anybody who has an animal companion, who has a dog as an animal companion. I was going to say a pet owner, but I don't like either of those terms. I don't like the term pet and I don't like the term owner. They are beautiful animal companions who come to share our life. And when we talk about their crossing on this channel, and we talk about managing through the grief and the guilt and all the anxiety that comes with their health conditions and with their crossing, they're animal companions, and they have come to join our life for a reason. So Jane Goodall said, anyone who has a dog as an animal companion knows that they have a soul, knows that they are more than just a dog. They are souls. They are sentient beings. So that is her term that she used. They are sentient beings. And what does that mean? It means that they have a soul, they have choices, they have preferences, they have emotions. They feel love and pain and confusion and peace and calm and fun and joy and all of those things. So that was one of the biggest messages that I took away from her, was that she recognized that all animals, not just dogs, she used dogs as an example, all animals have a soul, and we need to begin to honor that. And one of the reasons why we feel the kind of grief that we feel when we lose them is because we lose that connection, and we think we lose that connection. And all of my videos are about how that connection never disappears. It never goes anywhere. And so the other thing that I did was I saw this movie, right? I saw this movie. It was called Doggone. It was, I want to say that it was even produced by Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe plays the father in the movie, and it's about a young man who graduates from college, has a dog, and the dog's name is Gonker. I think Gonker, yeah. And Gonker gets lost in the Appalachian Mountains on the Appalachian Trail. And it was a story of their 20-day search for Gonker. And they do find Gonker, which is it's a true story, so I'm not like giving anything away. But it is what the young man had to say about Gonker. And it gets it's okay. It's a tearjerker, so you want to grab a little tissue. Happy tears all the way. Happy tears all the way. But the thing that this young man said about Gonker and his dog, nice deep breath, and put that emotion back a little bit. Because even for me, guys, I talk about this stuff all the time. But the fact of the matter is, dogs accept us for exactly who we are. They accept us with unconditional love. They don't judge us for anything. They don't judge us for a bad hair day. They don't judge us for eating the wrong things. They don't judge us for anything. They don't judge us for the choices that we've made. They simply love us with an unconditional heart. And I think that's why they come here. I think they are angels who come here to teach us that we also can share unconditional love. They come here to teach us unconditional love. And it's so amazing to have a soul mate that is an animal, to have a soulmate who accepts you 100% for just the person who you are, whether you're in a state of confusion, whether you're confused, whether you're not sure where your life is going, where you judge yourself for some of the choices that you've made. None of it. They are there for truly to be our partners on this life journey. And I think that that's why we experience such grief when they cross, because we feel like we have lost that soulmate. We don't have that soul here anymore who understands us completely, who completely understands us. And that's why I do the videos that I do, because they share that we don't lose the connection. So how do we know this? I get asked that question all the time, but how do you know? Because just like you know when something feels right. And I felt that when Lucy crossed, she was my first, Lucy, Jack, Winston, Jake, when they crossed, I never felt truly lost. I may have felt grief and not having them here in my physical presence anymore, but I never felt that I had truly lost them. And Lucy's the one who showed me outright that from the very moment that she crossed, that we don't lose the connection. Just because they are transitioning out of their little physical body, they're an angel sent here for a specific period of time. Angels who are here to guide us, to help us, to love us, to teach us unconditional love, and then also to teach us that once they transition out of their little physical body, they don't leave us. That unconditional love doesn't disappear. We can still continue to hold on to that love, to be with them, see them, hear them, feel them, talk to them. I talk to my beautiful dogs all the time. And I truly believe that that is what our angel, that they've come here for, is to be little angels that are here to teach us. And they come back again and again. We haven't covered the topic of reincarnation in a long time, but they come back again and again and again, just to continue to be with us and to continue to show us and to continue to help us grow. So let's make sure that I've covered some of the things that I want to cover. Jane Goodall, that dogs have a soul. Every animal has a soul. That dogs are sentient beings. Oh, yes, they are. All you have to do is look into your dog's eyes, and I know that you see it. And the movie Doggone, if you haven't seen it, you need to get yourself onto Netflix and watch that movie Doggone. And the message not only of love, deep, deep message of love, but of that unconditional acceptance. When that young man says that Gonker saw him and accepted him exactly as he was, with no judgment, Yeah, that's the kind of unconditional love we all want, right? We all want that. We all want to be accepted just the way we are. And animals are actually the same way. They want to be accepted just for who they are also. So that leads me to a huge thank you. I had no idea that when I started to post my classes on my videos, how much it would take off. So I do want to thank you guys, because my classes have all sold out, which is pretty cool. I only accept 8 students in a class, but they have all sold out. So if you are interested in your own personal healing journey with animals, that's what level 1 animal Reiki is. So I didn't explain this in the beginning. So for you guys who are still with me, and if you're catching me on the replay, I'm an animal Reiki master. And what I do is I help people make a healing journey, and I help people make deep spiritual healing connections with the animals in their life. And level 1 animal Reiki is where we do it on a really personal level. We talk about how to make personal connections with animals, how making those kinds of connections helps us heal and also helps them heal. It helps us be better people to our animal companions. And it's a great way to learn how to start making these types of connections with animals. So if you're interested in that, I'll put all the links. It's a thing called Linktree. If you're not familiar with that, you just click the little link tree and it brings up all of the different classes that I offer, and you sign up for the one that interests you. Most people sign up for level 1 because it's about starting their personal healing journey. The other thing that really took off, I had no way of knowing. Oh my gosh, I had no way of knowing. So I started this thing called the School of Animal Mystics. And I have to say that the idea came to me. I was inspired by Michael Sandler. So if anybody's ever watched him, he does a thing called the School of Mystics, where he helps people really open up into their individual spiritual connections, individual spirituality. The School of Animal Mystics helps us make connections with animals. And we talk about all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. But if you want someone who understands you, if you want people who understand you, jump into the School of Animal Mystics, because we are a tribe. We have really become a community. I want to say it's small. There's about 65 of us in there now. And we meet every Friday on live Zoom calls. And we talk and we laugh and we have fun and we talk about animals, and people's animals join us. And we explore all kinds of connections with animals. And a lot of you guys who are going to see this are already in there. I see you guys. It's so awesome to have you there. So if you're interested in that, and we talk about things like being a psychic. And that was the other thing in the movie Doggone, is they talk about when the dog is lost, they talk about hiring an animal psychic to help them find the dog. And part of what we talk about is that we are all animal psychics on some level. We are all naturally built to connect with animals. And we talk about some of the ways that we do that. We talk about making connections on the Rainbow Bridge and all that kind of stuff. So all of that is going to be linked in the comments below. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear your questions. We are still going to continue with readings. I have all of your comments. I see all the comments. I get so many emails. Almost for a minute or two there, for a hot minute, it became almost overwhelming. But I will be doing readings for everyone who has requested one. And if you would like to get your name on the list, these are all done complimentary. It's free of charge. I just don't charge for them. It's a beautiful, fun, amazing thing when I can connect with your animals and help you receive some information and some messages from those beautiful animal companions. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Let's see. I wanted to talk about level 1, personal healing journey, School of Animal Mystics, Jane Goodall, the movie Doggone, and know that you are unconditionally loved here. And there are no questions, or that you can post anything that you'd like. You can question anything and I'll be happy to respond to your questions. All right, that's it for now, guys. I got to run. I am off to the Mini Misfits Farm and Sanctuary, where I am going to be spending 8 beautiful days. I'll be doing, if I can get this live stream thing to actually work, I'll be doing live streams from the sanctuary. I will be holding classes at the sanctuary and just spending an amazing 8 days connecting with all of the animals that have been rescued at this particular animal sanctuary here in Colorado. All right, guys, have a beautiful morning, amazing afternoon or evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. May animals light your way. Take care. Bye.